This is the interim system below, and up top the future system they're experimenting with. Based on what we've seen tonight, that interim system has some dysfunctions of its own. We saw that with some of the women's marks, and Emmanuel Sandhu now getting ready for the men's free skate tonight. Let's hope that this judging system shakes out a little bit better than the women's program.
Let's hope that Emmanuel Sandhu can put two strong performances back-to-back. He has not been able to do that in a competition since 1998 Canadians. If he can do that here, it will be a major breakthrough.
Well, this is what he said the other night. Says that he can't blow it because, in theory, he's got the training under him and he's got the confidence. Emmanuel Sandhu. What will we see from him tonight in the final flight, the men's free skate? Let's go down to Dave Randorf.
Thanks very much, Rod. Jeff Buttle, this is a name you often hear referred to as the next one when it comes to men's figure skating in Canada, surpassing even the more experienced Emmanuel Sandhu in the minds of many. Jeff Buttle may not like that pressure, may not feel it's fair, but really he's only got himself to blame after a solid showing last season, which included a top 10 finish at his very first Worlds. Here now is an up-close look at the 20-year-old Jeff Buttle.
Jeff's personality is perfection. When he would do a jump that to me looked great, and he would come back and tell me it doesn't feel right.
It's really hard to realize that you should be pleased with this, and this is what you're capable of right now.
I think he's always known that he was very talented, but when it came time to perform, he, sometimes doubted himself a little bit. And over the last couple of years, he's really kind of broken out of his shell.
Thrown into the fire here at the Worlds, and Jeff Buttle embraces it.
I always thought that this was something Jeffrey would do until he finished high school. When the decision came, as he was entering, finishing off his last year of high school, we encouraged him to apply to university. He did apply, and he was accepted everywhere that he had applied. And then it was a greater challenge to find a university willing to allow him to do engineering part-time, because it's generally not what they do.
It's just about 6 or 7 hours a week, so it's not a full course load, but it's enough to keep my mind occupied.
He's certainly a great mathematician, without doubt. Math has always been something that came very easily to him, and he loves it. He's very musical, and I think that relates in some way to however the brain works with math.
The last couple of years, he has picked his own music, spending hours and hours, whether it's on the computer, down in Toronto at a record shop, listening to movies and soundtracks.
I found it hard to give someone else that job to decide what music is appropriate and what's not, because I think since I'm going to be out there skating to it, I'd better be sure that I'm going to enjoy it.
He wants to try to come up with something that nobody else has ever skated to, so that not only is it a good program, but it's going to be original and very unique.
I tend to veer away from mainstream. I enjoy watching foreign films and films that are generally not heard of from the general public.
He's a thinker. If he was to read a book, it's going to be a very deep book, searching for the meaning.
He's always digging for answers to something, and I'm just going to find the great mysteries of the world, I guess, one day.